Okay, so for the dues, um, as I get another pop-up, I gotta get rid of. For the dues, um, always wash your hands first before you touch your ears, um, or your if you just recently sized up, and if your ears are still in the healing process, um, always keep your hands clean and try and not touch your earlobes too much while they're healing. Uh, Definitely after the healing process is done, or I would say a few days after you stretch, you know, when the pain goes away in your earlobe and you can mess with it or whatever, and it doesn't hurt, then that's a good time to start actually messing with your ears. Because here's the thing, like, it's kind of weird, um, but to make it a lot easier for your ears to stretch to the next size, when you play around with your gauge and, like, I mean, with your your plug and taper, what have you, whatever's in your ear, your flush tunnel, um, anything that you're using, whenever you mess with it, and just pull on a little bit. What you're doing is you're actually just gradually, just slowly kind of stretching it a little bit. So just little occasional tugs, here and there. Just mess with it pretty much. Make sure you're twisting it so it doesn't get uh, so the skin doesn't, like, so just so, like, it's not sticking to whatever you have in your ear. Just make sure you're twisting it or whatever, but you're not, like, doing it too much. Um, so yeah, always try and mess with it. Like, it's just for those people that are wanting to size up to another size. You're gonna want to mess with your gauge, your taper, your plug, whatever, what have you, whatever you want to call it. Um, Make sure you clean your ears. Aside from your hands, make sure that you're cleaning your ears more, because I'm not expecting for people to want to try and mess with their earlobes, with their hands or whatever, because I guess they feel they don't want to mess with it, like they don't want to risk anything. That's completely fine. It's up to you. Just make sure that your ears are clean. Easiest way to do it is, every day when you wake up to take a shower, just whenever you're in the shower, just run the shower water. Use your finger, just kind of like clean out all the extras, whatever. There could be like some crusty stuff in there. I don't know. It happens. Just clean that out, just so there's no buildup of anything in there. Um, it'll keep it nice and clean and clear of all that buildup of when you're sizing up, because you're gonna get some. There's gonna be like some fluid or whatever, uh, and that's normal. Just as long as it's not bloody, then it's normal. Moisturize. You're gonna want to moisturize your ears um, enough. You don't want to. I guess having a little left over, like, I guess, lotion, um, non-scented lotion. You don't want to irritate your ears. You just want to moisturize them. So what I've been doing and what I've done for the past 2 years, I've just been using uh, lotion or whatever to moisturize my ears after I get out the shower and I dry off my ears. I don't shove a dry plug back into my ear, because that you can get a blowout that way if it's dry. It's like dead stretching. You don't want to dead stretch. That's another thing I actually forgot to mention in the last video, is dead stretching. If you dead stretch, it's actually really bad, because you could easily get a blowout that way. and it's pretty much friction. Like you're creating friction that you don't want to have. You want, whatever you're using to just slide through. And if you're creating friction and you're forcing something through your ear, that's the worst thing you could possibly do if you're trying to stretch. Always use something to like lube it up with so that it goes through a lot easier. And even if you've lubed up, your taper that you're using to stretch with, or whatever you're using to stretch with, if you've lubed it up and it's not going through, then don't force it through. It's not going to go through. Just slowly play with whatever you have in your ear prior to that, prior to you wanting to size up. And then it'll eventually, it's all about patience and self-control. If you have those, then you'll be perfectly fine. I'm just going to move on to the next. Whenever you change tapers, just make sure that the new ones that you're putting in are clean. So like, even if you just got out the box or whatever it came in, package, whatever, clean them first. Because there could be some, you never know, there could be some extra, there could be some dirt or any kind of like bacteria that's bad for your ears or bad for you in general that your body hasn't been exposed to yet. And it could be on the taper or the plug. And when you go to put it in your ear, you can get an infection that way. It's definitely a lot more dangerous if you just open it out of the package and you're using that to stretch with. Let's say you just got a new set of tapers, and you're using them to stretch with, and you just got them out the box, and you haven't cleaned them. That's probably like the easiest way for you to get an infection, is for you to not clean the new product you just got and just try and shove them in your ears. So I think that's pretty much about it in terms of like what you should do. Everything else it's more common sense than anything. I don't feel like I need to explain anything further on that. If I do think of something, I'm definitely going to make another video and just point it out. But at the moment, I just wrote down what I thought should be said, and I'm just going to move on to the next video, which would be the like the hints, or not really hints, just different things that could help you out, like dealing with like blowouts and all kinds of other stuff. So I'm gonna cut the video and I'm gonna make the next one.